Guys, so today I'm going to be making the jumbo shell stuffed with crawfish dirty rice and shrimp. So here's what you need a packet of dirty rice mix. It doesn't have to be this one. I like this one. I got this one at Walmart and it's like $2 maybe. So the directions tell you to use giblets or ground meat or something. I'm not doing that. We're going to use crawfish tails and I'll show you that in a minute. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2.5 cups of water and you're going to bring that to a boil in a skillet, and then you're going to add this to it, and then you're going to cook it. Then you let it simmer for about 25-30 minutes, and then you add the crawfish tails. Okay, let's get started. In my skillet I have 2.5 cups of water. I'm going to let this come to a rapid boil, then I'm going to add the packet. Okay, rapid boil first, then packet. So our water is at a rapid boil, so that goes in, and then just stir it around. Then you're going to let it come back up to a boil, and then you're going to turn it off and let it cook or simmer, or you can put it on low heat and let it simmer for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to work on the shells. So we're going to add water to a pot, and then we're gonna add some salt, and then we're gonna let that come to a boil, and then we're gonna add in our jumbo shells. All right, so our water is at a pretty good boil, so we're gonna go ahead and add our jumbo shells. I'm not gonna add all of them, just enough. Like half the box. All right, so once your shells are in there, you're just gonna stir them, make sure they don't stick to the bottom, and then you're gonna let them cook for 11 to 12 minutes. Okay. All right, so here we have the crawfish that's gonna go inside the dirty rice. So all you have to do is cut this open and put it in here, stir it around, and that's it. Simple, right? Yes. All right, so crawfish is in. Okay. Wait, I'm not sure. And then we're just gonna stir it in. And then we're gonna let it simmer for a little while longer so the crawfish can cook through, because it's at room temperature right now. Okay, so here we have our shrimp. The tail have been taken off. And they've been rinsed. So we're gonna put them in this pot right here with just regular water, no salt, because this already has enough saltiness and flavor going on. So we just need to let the shrimp come to a boil. It'll take about 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next. So now we're gonna take our shells and go drain them over there, and then we'll be back. All right, shells are done. So we're just gonna let them rest for a little while. They're too hot to handle at the moment, so we gotta let them rest, and then we'll Alright guys, so next we're gonna make our cheese sauce. So what you're gonna need is a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. You're gonna need Velveeta or some sort of cheese product, and then cheese. You don't need this much cheese or that much Velveeta, but I just had it. Okay. So we're going to put this on medium low heat, and then we have butter and flour in there, and then we're just gonna mix that together. Once the butter melts, then we're gonna add our cheese products. Okay. Oh yeah, you need milk too. Forgot about that. You need milk. Hold on. So you're gonna add 1.5 cups of milk. There you go. And then you whisk. Okay, so you just whisk everything together. That way you don't have any clumps or lumps or anything like that. Okay? All right, so you're going to be whisking for a while until you get all the clumps out. But once you get all the clumps out, you add your cheese. And then we also took the shrimp off the heat. My sous chef over there. We took the shrimp off the heat, and she's draining them. And then we're going to put them in our crawfish and dirty rice mixture. So I put 8 blocks of cheese in there, and she is putting the shrimps in there, and then we're just gonna toss them together. And yes girl, we're gonna mix this together. You should probably use a bigger saucepan, but this is the only one I had, so we just gonna do what it do. Okay. All right, so we had to switch pots. It wasn't enough room. So make sure you have a large enough sauce pot because you're gonna need some room, especially to whisk. So I'm just gonna whisk those 8 blocks of cheese that I put in there, and then we gonna add that. Okay. All right. So here's our first batch of cheese that we're gonna add. We're gonna add some shredded Gouda because we're fancy. We're gonna add all of this to our cheese mixture. See, this is why. At what cup? Okay, there we go. We got it. All right, cool. So we're gonna add all of that Gouda to our cheese mixture, and then we're just gonna whisk it on together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so big.
So now we're gonna add our Mexican blend. I'm getting cheese everywhere. You add until you feel like you had enough. Tell me when. Just go keep adding. Okay. So. What? So we're just gonna keep stirring until everything is nice and homogeneous. New word alert. So we're gonna let that stir for a little bit, and then we're gonna go and assemble our shells. Okay, so we are going to assemble our shells. So our shells are here. We're gonna put them over here in our pan. Our pan is lined with parchment paper, but I also went ahead and sprayed it with some Pam just in case. So we're gonna put our shells over here, and then we're gonna take our dirty rice and shrimp and crawfish concoction that we made here, and we're gonna fill the shells with that, and then we're gonna put it in the oven. Okay? So we're gonna open our shell, and then we're gonna take a spoonful, maybe 2, of our dirty rice, and then we're just gonna do that, and then we're just gonna place it in there. And it might lean over a little bit, that's okay. And we're just gonna keep doing that until we've done all of our shells. All right, so now that our shells are stuffed, we're gonna put them in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes, no longer than 10 because everything's pretty much cooked. We just want it to get nice and toasty. So when I add this, it'll be all nice and warm and all that good stuff. Okay? All right, so I did kind of make like a cocoon type situation to keep some of that moisture inside. All right, guys, so it's been about 10 minutes, so if you listen. Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna plate it. So we're gonna put 4 on a plate, and then we're gonna add our cheese sauce, and then we'll come back and show you the final product. All right, guys, here is our final product. So this is our crawfish and shrimp dirty rice stuffed shells with cheese sauce.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
You have to get closer. That's gonna waste. Is it good? Yes. Okay.